Thanks for joining the Hair Bow Master today. I've got a great tutorial for you. I hope you will subscribe to my channel because it really helps me out. Let's get started. We are going to need two 8-inch pieces of grosgrain ribbon, or 20 centimeters, and then we're going to need 4 pieces of 6 1/4 inches, or 16 centimeter pieces of grosgrain. First, we're going to fold all of them in half and put a crease in the center. I like to use my hair straightener. And do that to all the pieces so you know right where your center mark is, because it's going to be very, very important. Okay, so take your longer pieces, the 8-inch pieces, make sure you seal the ends, and we are going to make this our base bow. So get your needle and thread, and we are going to start by pulling down the top to the middle and putting 3 stitches across. So we're going to go in, back and forth 6 times. So that you have 3 creases or 3 stitches, and then pull that through and get your other piece, and we're going to do the same thing to that one. Now some people like to just meet the ends in the middle and just sew right across that centerpiece. That's fine too. I just wanted to show you a different way that you can do it in case you were interested in doing it this way. And so you're going to get both those pieces on there and turn it around and do the same thing on the other side, and just keep pulling your thread through so that it makes kind of a loop on them, and sew through the last piece as well. So every single side of your ribbon is going to meet at the center and have 3 stitches in it. And you're going to pull both of the stitches on your side and get that gathered in the center, and then you can just tie those pieces together nice and tight and put a knot in it, and then you've got your base bow. And don't worry about that center looking like it's open because it's going to be covered with ribbon, so you won't be able to see it. To me, it's just a little bit easier doing it this way on certain types of bows. Alright, now we're going to start with our rosebuds. Take one of the 6 1/4 inch pieces and take your right side and fold it along that center edge and pin that in place. Then take your left side and do the same thing. Fold it down so that it meets at that center line, and then put a pin in that as well. You can also hold it with your hand, but I'm going to use the pins just to show you for now because it's easier. Now take that right side and take the bottom and put it up to the point of the top on the right side, and then put your pin in it and do the same to the left. Make sure that they are lined up with the center and the tops are in line with the top point. Then you're going to take the pins out and take your lighter and just melt it right at the tip there so that the pieces all stick to that center. Turn it around, and then we're going to take that right side, fold it over the center about 1/3 of the way onto the other side, and then you're going to pin that and take the other side and put it overlapping of that, so that they're even and the point is in the center of your folds. And then you can pin that in place as well. And that's our first piece. So then we're going to take our second piece now, and we're going to do exactly the same thing with just one difference. But we're going to fold that right side down and then back up to a point, and then hold it in the center. Take your lighter and melt the point to the 2 tails so that it stays. Turn it over, and then put your other piece in the center to where the 2 points line up with each other. And then you're going to take that right side and fold it to where that side is right in the center exactly. And then pin that part in place. So pull your pin out and put it back through the whole thing. And then do the same thing to that other side. You're going to meet it right at the center there, and take your pin and put that through so it holds the whole thing. So you've got a double petal here. One envelops the other. Now we're going to sew through them. So you're going to start at the right side, and you're going to go through and then back towards yourself. And then we're going to do that through the center. Go through the right side of the center, making sure you get those points and all of the tails, and then go back through and get the other side of the point and the tails to make sure everything is together and not going to come apart, and then do just one more stitch. So you're going to have the 3 stitches on the back, with the small one being in the center holding the points, and then the 2 on the side. And then you're going to gather those together nice and tight, and then we're going to go back through everything just to kind of make sure it's nice and secure, and you can just knot it, or you can go back through the whole thing. Whatever you feel you want to do to make sure that it's nice and secure and it's not going to come apart or unraveled. So I like to just put a knot here and there, and then go all the way through to where it meets on the side that I started on. And where I leave that tail, I like to just put a little knot there and tie those 2 ends together, and then just snip it close. And then also I like to finish it off by putting a little bit of hot glue on that knot, so that I know for sure it's not going to come out. No pun intended. Okay, we're going to make the other side the exact same, so do the same exact thing with your other 2 pieces of grosgrain. When you got your 2 pieces, we're going to glue the middles together. So just put some hot glue on one side and put the end of the petal to the other one, so that it makes a bow. And then get your base, and you're going to put some hot glue in the center of that and stick your top bow to that. And then we're going to take our 3/8 inch piece of ribbon, and we're going to wrap that around the center while putting our backing on. So take your alligator clip, open it up, and put some hot glue in the middle, and stick your 3/8 inch ribbon to that. And then turn over your bow, put a little bit of hot glue on the back, and make sure your alligator clip opens to the right, since most people are right-handed. And then you're going to take that ribbon tail, and you're going to start wrapping it around and glue it on the sides, top, and the other side. And then wrap it around the back, open up your alligator clip, pull it through there, and then go back around to the top. And we're going to put our end there. So seal your end and then glue it at the top, because we're going to cover that by our embellishment. So now we're going to put our embellishment on. So you're going to need some really good jewelry and metal type glue or contact cement. I'm using the Quick Grip by Beacon, no affiliation. I just love that glue. Then we are going to put a little bit of hot glue in the center or around the edge, just so that it holds while the other glue dries. And then we're going to take our faux leather silver shiny pieces, and they're about 1 inch by 1.5 inches or so. And we are just going to start cutting at the middle bottom, round it off, and go up to the middle top, and do the same on the other side to make your little leaf shape. Now take your hot glue, put a little bit of glue on the bottom, and stick it to the top right corner of your right rosebud, and put a little glue on the back and stick that to your base bow just to make sure it's nice and secure. And do the same on the other side, and you could fold that center to make like a little line in the center for your leaf. And make sure it's kitty corner from the other one, or you can do it whatever way you want. I just like the way that looks. I hope you liked this video, so leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and you can visit my website at hairbowmaster.com for patterns, tutorials, and more. Thanks for joining the Hairbowmaster, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.